Tianqi did not expect that Charlie would still be able to say good things to him and his granddaughter at this time. He was grateful and humbly said, "Song Lao, Mr. Wade is humble. In fact, Song Lao can turn the crisis into safety. It's not him, and we may not wake you up." Song Lao nodded but said politely, "I've heard of the reputation of being a genius doctor, so please don't belittle yourself. In any case, you are already kind to me if you can come this time." After finishing speaking, he looked at Charlie and said seriously, "Mr. Charlie, my life-saving grace is unforgettable. If there is anything that can be of any use for you in the Song family, it belongs to you." Charlie smiled slightly and said, "Mr. Song is polite." After speaking, when it was late, Charlie said, "Song Lao, you have recovered from a serious illness, and it is not suitable to spend more energy. It is better for you to have some rest, and I will too leave now." Old Song hurriedly said, "Mr. Charlie, I don't know how much consultation fee should be paid for saving Lao Fu's life this time." "Lao Fu will definitely pay twice," Charlie said indifferently. "There is no need for the consultation fee. This time I came here for Warnya, it is the help between friends." Warnya was shocked both physically and mentally when she heard this. Charlie is giving credit to her in front of Grandpa. After all, Grandpa can decide how many properties each Song family can inherit and what role they can play in the family business in the future. If she can get his love, she may even become the future leader of the Song family, which is what she has been looking forward to. Charlie gave her such a big credit this time, and it seems that she is one step closer to this goal. Elder Song couldn't help but look at his granddaughter Warnya, nodded slightly, and even said, "Okay. Very good. Warnya, even if you save your grandfather, you must not treat Mr. Wade badly." Warnya hurriedly bowed, and said seriously, "Grandpa, don't worry, I will repay Mr. Wade well." "Good." Song Lao nodded in satisfaction and laughed heartily. Honor standing not far away, his expression became extremely ugly. This credit was completely robbed by Warnya, so it seems that he will be very passive in the future. Charlie didn't stay in Song's house for too long. Seeing that Song Lao was almost recovered, he proposed to leave. So, Song Lao asked the Song family member to see him off to the door in person. Tianqi also decided to leave with his granddaughter. To Charlie, he said that in the next few days, he would find a hotel to stay in Orus Hill, and he would contact him when he finished refining the medicine. Tianqi was naturally thankful, watching Charlie respectfully get into Warnya's car. Later, Warnya drove Charlie back to the city. On the way, Warnya said to him, "Mr. Wade, thank you so much today." Charlie smiled slightly and said, "Little things, you don't need to be so polite. Maybe I will need Miss Song's help in the future." Warnya hurriedly said, "Mr. Wade can rest assured. In your need, Warnya will never refuse to go through fire and water." After all, Warnya looked at Charlie's profile and asked tentatively, "Mr. Wade, I wonder if you can find a place to sit and have a drink?" She had 10,000 doubts about Charlie in her heart, waiting for the mystery to be solved, and she also found that Charlie seemed to have a strong magnetic force on his body and began to exude an irresistible attraction to herself, which made her unable to help it. She wants to get in touch with him more and learn more about the secrets in his heart. Charlie looked at the time. It wasn't too late, and it was true that he hadn't drunk happily for a long time, so he nodded and said, "Okay, you can choose the place." Warnya was overjoyed on her face and hurriedly said, "I know a bar, it's a great place." After that, she stepped on the accelerator and drove quickly towards the city center. In the city center, a bar named Sunny. Warnya parked the car at the door, and directly threw the car key to the little brother standing there, and took Charlie through the steps. When the waiter saw her, he immediately said respectfully, "Miss Song, good evening. Are you still in your old seat?" Warnya nodded, and the other party immediately said, "Please follow me." On the first floor of this bar, there is a dance floor and a DJ, which is quite lively, but the waiter took them directly to the second floor. On the second floor, beside the empty railing, there is a seat with no seats around. Not only can you watch the lively scene below, and there is no influence around, and the music is not so loud, it can be quiet in the noise. As soon as Warnya sat down, she immediately said to the waiter, 2 bottles of the best 82 Lafite." Okay, Miss Song. The waiter bowed very respectfully, and then quickly brought up 2 bottles of red wine. The wine was opened, and part of it was poured into the decanter. The waiter wanted to wait there. Warnya said to him, "Go down and say hello to your boss. Don't bring other guests on the second floor today." Okay, Miss Song. The other party bowed respectfully and retreated. Charlie asked curiously, "Do you have shares here?" Warnya smiled slightly and said, "This bar was opened by a member of the Song family branch." Charlie nodded and said with a smile, "The Song family is really a big family." Warnya laughed at herself and said, "It's okay. In Orus Hill, this 1/3 of acres, there is really no family that can match it, but after leaving Orus Hill, it is actually nothing. Just Eastcliff has a big family with much better votes than the Song family. The Lan family, the Huang family, the O family, and the Dong family are the most powerful, and the Su family and the Wade family. Big families like the Wade family can match dozens of us. We can only look up."